Today we're going to be finding distance and midpoint formula. We're going to be starting with the midpoint formula, and the midpoint formula is this. This is the midpoint formula, and this is distance. Those are the formulas. Remember this. Okay. This is the graph that we're going to be trying to find the midpoint formula of. So this right here. And how we're going to do that is with this equation. Because you put in the x1 and y1 and x2 and y2 into their specific places, remember this, put them in order, and then divide them by 2. Now, we get this, and that's a fraction, and that's okay. You can keep it as a fraction, or you can simplify it. I simplified it and got decimals, and you just divide the 5 by 2 and the negative 1 by 2, and you get your answers. Now, that's pretty simple. However, now we're going to be doing distance, and distance is a little different. Our distance formula, if you remember, going back to my little paper, is this right here. Okay. This is kind of the same thing as our midpoint, but a little bit different. This is what we're using for our distance, and distance formula is again different. It's AB equals the square root of x2 minus x1 squared. So because we're squaring it, it's going to be a little tricky. This again is what we're doing, and in the beginning of our formula it says AB, but that's just these right here. So you substitute those in, and this is the formula for this right here. And as you can see, that they're all square root until the bottom, and that's because you don't unsquare root it or like find the square root of that number until the very last step. But as you can see, you fill in x1 and x2 and y1 and y2, and you do the equations, you add them together, and you square root it. You keep the square roots, and then at the very end you square root the answer, and that is the middle or the midpoint of this. And it makes a lot more sense with word problems, but I mean, that's what I did for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful. And yeah, have a good day.